What's good with y'all, bro? It's Daddy Vay. Before I start the video, first of all, this video is long as fuck. Okay, so I'm gonna put in the description, you're gonna see timestamps for each subject that I talk about. So y'all won't have to watch the entire thing and shit and hear me talk. Like, I know I got a beautiful ass voice, but I wouldn't even want to hear my ass for that long. You feel me? So it's gonna be timestamps so that y'all can watch it. I put a lot of work into this video. It's very informative. I researched a lot. But thank y'all for the support and the love. I love y'all. Thank you. Just enjoy.
Totally mind blown because Andy's like, did you catch it? I'm like, catch what? He's like, look at his eyes.
Look at his eyes.
Look at this.
And our participation is the most sacred thing we have.
Oh.
We know how elections go in this country.
What the fuck is that? That is not a lens flare. That is not light moving. That is his eyes.
Let's see
have switched colors. So you can tell, hold on, wait. You can tell because his face isn't lit up at all. And his eyes are, so it's not light.
I'm trying to take this.
What?
It's not even focusing.
Yo. Oh, please, somebody record that.
I'm recording it. It's not. Look what it looks like on my camera.
It's spinning. It's like it's spinning counterclockwise.
Shit disappeared on my fucking camera, bro.
Yo, it disappeared for a second and came back.
Oh my gosh, look at this. And look at the stars. They are like this guy brighter. Yeah. You see everything?
No, what the brighter. Fuck? It doesn't look like that on the camera though.
Yo, what is it?
You see that?
Yo.
That's a helicopter?
But not the minority. You're not the minority. This is your shit. You made this, you made this, you made this, and this, and this, and this, and this, and this. You made this, you made this, you made this, and 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 this. You made that, you made that, them two, that two, that three, that four. You made that, you made that, you made that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that, you made that, not this, not this, and not that, and not this, and not this, not this, not that.
What's good with y'all, bro? It's Daddy Vay. Back at it again with another video, you know what I'm saying? Now, I'm here to talk to y'all about the mutant abilities that we about to get on December 21st and the shit that's about to happen on December 21st and why all this shit is happening, right? Well, I'm not about to go too much into the why because this video is not going to be that long. Now, in order to fully do that, it's so much information, y'all. I had to write down some shit, so I got down like a couple of notes and shit, right? Just sit down for this shit, right? The mutant abilities that we finna get, I don't want y'all, first of all, before we even dive fully into the video, bro, I'm about to talk about the 4 things that's happening on December 21st and why that date is so important and why everybody been talking about this shit, right? So, the first thing that's happening, right? You already know about the Age of Aquarius. The Age of Aquarius is basically the lifting of the veil. They call it apocalypse in like a bunch of mythology books and shit, and you know, all the prophetic messages and shit, right? They call it apocalypse. But you've been conditioned to think that apocalypse meant some evil shit and like you about to die and burn in hell and all this bullshit. No, it ain't no shit like that. But all it is the lifting of the veil, right? Because apocalypse comes from the Latin word apocalypsis, which means lifting of the veil. You feel me? So all that shit means is you finna see the shit that's always been here. You finna see the shit that's always been here. Because you only see about 5% of the electromagnetic spectrum, unless you have your third eye open. If you have your third eye open, and then you can see much more about the shit that's already been here. But on December 21st, after that time, you're going to start to see a bunch of shit. You're going to start to be able to see more of a percentage gradually. The second thing that's happening is the planets are aligning. So since the planets are aligning, Jupiter and Saturn specifically are going to be the closest planets together. They only going to be like 0.5 degrees apart or some shit like that. They're going to be close as fuck together. You feel me? The third thing that's happening is that we shifting into 5D consciousness. All 5D consciousness means is you basically going to see a bunch of shit. Nobody's going to be able to fucking lie to you type shit. Or not like that, but like in the media, you're going to be able to see through the bullshit. You feel me? It's basically the same as having your third eye open, but you know, we'll get into that in another video. But the fourth thing that's happening is not only are we shifting into 5D consciousness, but nature is ascending. So what does that mean? Nature is ascending, right? And this is going to go into the mutant abilities and shit. Nature is ascending. So nature is going back to its natural state. You feel what I'm saying? What you have to realize is Mother Nature is a spirit. Mother Nature is a spirit. This earth is alive. This shit is alive, literally, right? Now, since nature is ascending, that means that anything that correlates to nature is also ascending, right? Natural people, right? So when that gamma ray goes off, that means it's going to be harmful for things that are not natural, and it's going to be beneficial for things that are natural, right? All of these mutant abilities and shit that people are saying you about to get in, it's superpowers and shit. It's not superpowers. It's not no fuck shit that you've been conditioned in school to think that this shit is fake and that all this shit is like some mystical, magical shit that can never happen and all this bullshit. No, this shit is real. It's a part of you. You feel me? It's a part of you.
For all y'all niggas that's my skin color. Melanated Gods. Gangster.
As I explained in my last video, telekinesis, psychic abilities, all of that shit is natural. That's just shit that you naturally able to do. It's called assimilation. Assimilation. I'm gonna put the little thing right here. Assimilation. Okay? All it means is being one with. Right? So the things that are natural to this world, animals and shit, and black people, we are natural to this world. We are going to ascend with nature. You feel me? So that's why why you think along with this consciousness shift that's been going on all 2020, it's been this big boom of spirituality, right? Because that shit is real. You're more than just this body. For all my new people that's new on this channel and shit, you more than just this body. Your dreams are real as fuck. That's the 5D. That's the 5th dimension. So you can get messages from your angels within your dreams. You feel me? This body is nothing. When you die, this body gonna stay here, get ate by bugs and shit. This shit don't matter. What really matters is your soul. You feel me? That's the only thing that matters. You've been conditioned to think that, oh, this is all there is and all this bullshit. Like, no, that's not it at all.
When you go into the Bermuda Triangle, that's where you go to enter inner Earth. That inner Earth, since it is a pole shift, since it's a polarity shift, inner Earth is going to become outer Earth. Outer Earth is going to become inner Earth. This is why the beings, they're going to have to go inside the Earth for their protection. And everything that is inside inner Earth, the dragons, all these new bugs and stuff, because the portals are open. Upgrade that's coming. Now, the upgrade that's coming December 21st, what comes after that is the biggest part, okay? So the upgrade December 21st, not only is it going to be upgrading our higher selves, is going to basically help us get away from our physical selves. We are letting go of the ego. So your flesh self, basically detaching your spiritual self from your flesh self. So you will basically seem like two people.
Yep.
And what comes after that, the DNA change. Since it is a higher frequency and a black sun will be here in May of 2021, when that gets here, and if we are not fully into that spiritual side of ourselves, we still hold on to that flesh self, still hold on to everything that you love, that you feel like is still real, then it's cut out time for you. But for those who rapture, crystalline coming our fast, and you are actually have the ability, I feel like it's where they're gonna go fast, and you are actually becoming our full light being, our crystalline, meaning diamond, meaning a whole crystal. How do you carbon based? You get the rainbow. Carbon based. After that is basically they call it the rapture in the Bible, but it is basically our DNA changing from a carbon based being going into a crystalline being. Crystalline meaning diamond, meaning a whole crystal. How do you get the rainbow? Put shining light through a diamond. We are becoming our full light being, our full light selves. And with that, we lose neutrons with that, and we lose our atomic mass. And you are actually have the ability to levitate. You will have the ability to levitate. So they show how basically on the second wave, I feel like is where they're gonna go to try to go after our children, not just the black people, the children is what they're going after first. Because like remind y'all, I always said we are powerful. Yes, we have supernatural abilities, but we have been fucking dormant for the longest. So we have to reactivate our powers. But our children, they have powers out of this motherfucking world, and they are emotional. So if they get pissed off and they got their superpowers activated, do you know the damage that they can do? So yes, they're going to come after our children first. A movie to watch this, The Darkest Minds. It's on Hulu.
Love that movie.
It's literally your children are gonna have powers of different levels. They're gonna level your children. The ones who have the most significant, I think it was a level red, where they can, move fire, a whole bunch of stuff. They're gonna try to use them as weapons. And the ones who have small superpowers, nothing that they can do nothing with, they're gonna either try to kill them or use them for labor.
And collectively, it will give us 2020 vision. We suspect the current powers that be will attempt to use this natural cosmic event as the ultimate false flag. They may say aliens did it, or it was caused by global warming, or an attack from across the world. This sonic boom of electromagnetic energy may shut down our entire electric grid instantaneously, causing a collapse of our financial, socioeconomic, political, and collective cultural existence as we know it. And thus, this event may be used to pave the way for a new order in our world. But this cosmic event is not to be feared. It is a natural process to allow growth within our individual and collective consciousness. The greenish astral rays that this event will create will cover the entire plane of our Earth for a short period of time. Again, it is not to be feared. Governments and authorities will most likely tell us that this green mist caused by this event is a toxin. They will tell us to stay indoors and not go outside into the radiation. Avoid it at all costs. They will say it's harmful radiation. And it will be. For those who have heavy metals in their bodies, i.e. vaccines, iron from meat eating, etc. But for those without harmful chemicals in their bodies, the radiation will radiate and activate dormant DNA, potentially giving you supernatural abilities.
It's going to be a gamma ray burst, right? And the gamma ray burst is only going to be harmful to who? People who have toxic chemicals within their body. When you eating meat and when you have all these toxic chemicals within your body, it makes your skin literally toxic. It makes it toxic. So this shit you're not gonna be getting. Basically, like, bruh, if you got a computer, right? If you got a computer and you got a virus on that bitch, it's not supposed to be on the computer. So the antivirus, nigga, the malware shit is going to chase down and fuck up that virus, right? So your ass better not be mistaken. Really eat meat. If you enjoy eating meat and shit, you gotta chill with that shit. Like that, you gotta chill with that shit, bro. Like, you think the only two reasons why people eat meat, right, is because, they say it gives you proteins, right? And because it tastes good. just because it tastes good, right? But meat is not, it's actually not natural for your body at all. It's not natural for your body. Meat carries parasites, and people think that when you cook meat that it gets rid of the parasites that's in it. It don't get rid of the parasite. The parasites are still fucking in there, bro. The parasites are still in there when you cook it and when you about to consume the shit. So when you consume that shit and it's in your body and all them parasites is moving around in your body and your stomach and shit, that's why you feel all tired and you like, my nigga, I don't want to leave my bed, my nigga. Like, you get on the couch and you just fucking sit there, my nigga. That's not cool. That's not normal, my nigga. Like, you think that that's the itis and shit. What the fuck is the itis? Food is not supposed to make your ass tired. Food is supposed to make you, fill you up with energy. It's not supposed to make you tired and you feeling all like, what the fuck? I can't believe I used to eat meat. I can't believe that shit. You feel me? The other reason why people eat meat is because it tastes good. But it's not the meat that tastes good. You don't like the meat. You just like the seasoning that's on the meat. You just like the seasoning. If you fry some chicken or if you just anything, right? You gonna put some seasoning on that bitch. You not gonna eat that bitch raw, my nigga. You not gonna do that shit. If you ate it raw, you might as well be a damn animal. You like this. You're addicted to the seasoning, which is plants, my nigga. You like plants. You don't. It's not the meat. You can put seasoning on fucking cauliflower or some shit, and it tastes exactly the same. You think it's normal to get a prostate, nigga? What's wrong with you? That shit ain't normal. That shit only happens when you eating meat and shit. Prostate exams only happen when you eating meat. Now that we got all that shit out the way, let's get into the mutant abilities, right? When y'all get y'all mutant abilities, bro, I don't want y'all to don't tell nobody you got shit. Don't tell nobody you got shit. You're going to start to see shit that you never seen before. You're going to start to see a bunch of shit that you never seen before. You're going to start to be able to do shit that you never been able to do before. Now, I don't want you to tell nobody. Be careful with who you tell because it's agents everywhere. They got agents everywhere, bro. They have agents everywhere. You'll be surprised. You'll tell your best friend and shit, and then 2 days later, 2 niggas show up at your door in suits, knocking at your door. What the fuck? What the fuck? Somebody do that shit, I'm opening that bitch like this.
Hold on. Sent in from all around. Look at this. Look at this. I just wanted to show this one picture. That's all I wanted to show y'all. Look at this shit right here. And I'm just going to let the video play just a little bit. Look at this. The light is refracting off of the shit. The light is refracting off of it. I'm going back to this now because it's too fucking obvious. They too big and they just sitting there. They're waiting for something. I guess they waiting for, that fucking blast to happen.
You've been conditioned to having this type of lifestyle, bro. Like, what you have to realize is, and this, I'm gonna correlate this to the Bible real quick. Let's talk about the Bible real quick, right? They twisted the Bible so much. They twisted this shit so much to make it look like you're supposed to be worshiping some other shit that's outside of yourself. No, you're supposed to worship yourself. You are a fucking God, right? They made it so that the Bible is true, but they made it like they made it like different. It's different. Why do you think they taught the Bible to slaves? Why do you think they taught the Bible to slaves? Because it keeps you in a slave mindset. Like you need somebody else to do shit for you. Come save us, right? Jesus, right? All this shit that's been going on throughout the centuries. We've been getting bombed, all types of chemical warfare, all that shit. And all we got to say is, we can't help ourselves. No. Somebody else got to come help us. Please, Jesus, come help us. They got you praying, bro. Bro, the next time I see a fucking white Jesus within a church, bro, I'm smacking the shit out the pastor. So the Bible is true. And it's a lot of shit that you have to read it in a certain way. When you open your third eye, like I explained in my last video, you start to see through the bullshit. You start to see through the lies, and you see shit for what it really is. You feel what I'm saying? So I've read the Bible back in high school. I read the Bible twice from front to back. I read it twice because I was already on this woke wave and shit. After knowing what exactly is in the Bible, and I actually became spiritually inclined, I started to see that the Bible is actually very fucking true. It's just not how you think, okay? So let's correlate this shit, right? Okay, boom. Just like you seen in the video, right? The sun goes out for 3 days and then it rises back up again, and it's a new sun. You feel me? Which is the Son of God. It is the Son of God.